So I finally got Kappa container in PvE. Tarkov degenerate secure container finally get, which I never got in PvP because PvP wipes, and I felt like it's kind of useless since I already have got my container. But in PvE it never wipes until I actually wipe myself, so that's why I got it. I bet a lot of people are doing that too because there's a lot of people coming to my stream and then asking where do I find this Kappa item. So to get the collector's quest done, which gives you the Kappa container, you need to collect all these streamer items or Kappa items, whatever you guys call it, all in raid. It needs to be found in raid too. So we're gonna talk about where you can find all these Kappa items. So before I talk about one by one in a specific way, I'll talk about in general what you should do to focus on streamer items. If you start a whole new game and then wanting to go for Kappa, this is a good habit to have. First of all, try to check duffel bags or hidden stashes, underbarrel caches, dead scab spawns, which you can only loot, and suitcases, etc. These can spawn almost any item except big guns or important keys, such as mushroom keys or color keys. If the container fits in, it can spawn almost anything, which includes the Kappa items. They share the similar loot pools, and I'll call these from now on, all of them, duffel bag, etc. It also spawns pretty awesome items such as athletics or GPU and your task items a lot too. And while checking these loot, it's really recommended to do scavving time to time, even though if you don't like doing scabs. If you play a scab, it can even spawn with the items you need for the streamer item. It happens a lot, especially the wearables and container. But if you don't like scabbing, generally check out these loots, the duffel bag and etc. Second is checking out AI scabs. The AI scabs you dropped, because they do spawn with streamer items a lot, especially the wearables such as the fake mustache, Baddie beard, or Kotton beanie, etc. This also includes some of the mannequins in interchange such as Kiba arms can have wearables on their mannequins. Or if you're playing PvE only, the PMC AIs will be wearing a couple of them also. The last one is Moonshine scab case. I have a full video about a scab case related to Moonshine because it can spawn so many Kappa related items. It's focused on streamer item a lot as far as I tried, such as Intel is focused on keys, whereas Moonshine is focused on streamer items. I'll quickly talk about a little bit more cheesy way that you can do for PvE, or you can also do it on PvP. Bring a red flare if you have any and then pop it out, drop it, and you will see there will be 3 different container types of airdrops. First, medical ration type airdrop supply, and second, weapon part airdrop supply, and third, just a common supply drop. Apparently, there's one more called airdrop common supply crate, which is basically same as one with a box shape, but there's no mark on it. So yeah, I think you could just think it as another common drop if you see no mark on your airdrop. And it seems like it can spawn almost anything, just like a big duffel bag. So I think you could check this one too for your Kappa items. Anyways, you can forget about the weapon part because there's no Kappa item related stuff in there, but do check out the common one and also medical and ration supply type because they will have Kappa item which you want. If you're in PvE, if you don't have the one that you want, you can just Alt F4 and then redo it, which is a bit cheesy. I don't think they will be able to fix this because the raids are in offline anyways. Another thing is that don't forget to make it found in raid because that is a must status for the item to be handed over in Kappa quest. Just a little quick tip. In PvP, I guess you can use multiple red flares. You will find these red flares on your scabbing or even on mushrooms or weapon boxes. Since that's done, let's move on to the one by one where you can find the streamer items. I'll make a whole chapter for it, the which item you want, and I'll talk about it in optimized way as much as possible. So do check out the chapter on the video. So you gotta know the classification of the items, what it is, and then it will really help you out where you can find it. I'll talk about most notorious ones to most simple ones. Definitely number 1 was wearables, which is John B glasses and Evasion Armband. So John B glasses are just rare. You can find it on the big weapon crate or the small weapon crates randomly, but it's a really rare glass. So I don't really recommend if you're focusing to find it, but the best method to find it is definitely checking the scabs. The scabs will wear it. Sometimes you even spawn with your scab with the glasses, but sadly, I think they lower the spawn chance of it. What you can do is go into a scab and then look for a scab who is wearing it. You got John B. He has it! Bro, come here, man! If somebody's wearing it, just lure him to the corner and then ask him nicely. Opachki! The best chance will be Streets of Tarkov because it's swarming with scabs. And it can also spawn inside duffel bags. John B glasses can be found in there. I found a couple of times. And also the wearables can spawn in jackets too. I found Pestily mask and John B glasses on jackets too. So I will recommend you guys to check those also. The ones I just explained will be all identical for all wearables, such as the fake beard, or the smoke balaclava, Shroud mask, John B glass, and the Baddie beard, and the DRD armor, which if they don't remove it, and the Kotton beanie, and the Glorious mask, and Pestily mask. All those items can be found. But except the Evasion Armband, because Evasion Armband, everything is same except the AI scav won't spawn it while wearing it because they don't have armbands. But they can have it in their backpacks because they randomly spawn. Even on PvE, PMC AIs, I've never seen them wearing an armband until now. Because armbands are systematically, you cannot loot the armband anyways. It's treated similar to secure container. But I would still recommend focusing on duffel bag, etc. for Evasion Armband. And the next worst thing to find, as far as I heard, was the Missam Key that you need for Kappa quest. That key can be found on the cabinets or the jackets. Cabinets actually have a lot of good stuff which is related to quest items that you need. So I recommend you guys do scabbing again. Very likely going into streets or reserve, which has a tons of cabinets in one place in streets, in the middle of streets map, and also in reserve you can go to D2 or the night buildings, which I will show you guys in the map. And for the detailed guide, check out the video on the right top corner. I put a video card on there. I talk about where the cabinets or drawers are focused on which part of the map. Next up is container items, which is Willerz wallet and the Gingy keychain. Those two can be found in mart rooms, especially in reserve mart rooms, because it seems reserve mart rooms has a lower chance of spawning the extremely valuable loot such as colored key cards, and also reserve has a 3 mart rooms. So if you go there, you will see Willerz wallet or Gingy keychain in no time, or you can usually find it on scabs too. Gingy keychain, for instance, you can spawn with it even. I utilize it whenever I scab a lot, because whenever you find the key, you can just shove it in the Gingy keychain and then it's pretty good to save up 4 spaces. But Willerz wallet, I haven't spawned with the scab a lot recently. I think they patched it. It used to spawn a lot, but it doesn't spawn anymore. So from now on, these are pretty trivial stuff you can find easily, but still people are wondering where they can find it. The Flushies, the Loot Lord Flushie and the Bare Body Doll. I found it a lot in labs, which is lying on the valuable spots. It does spawn in a valuable room, such as mart rooms, again in streets, the Rusted Bloody Key room. Surprisingly, it doesn't spawn much in the safe. Sometimes it spawns it very rarely. But I would really recommend you to go to labs to find it. But if you don't like going to labs, go mart rooms and Rusted Bloody Key. Of course, these duffel bag and etc. can still find the wearables or the foods or the Flushies or the valuables. Literally everything can spawn in duffel bag and etc. And whereas we talk about cabinets for the key and Missam Key, you can find video cassette tape in cabinets a lot. It spawns on valuable spawns too. The cabinets can also spawn Bakeezy book and all the other stuff such as golden Gphone, and these valuable spawns can spawn these Veritas guitar pick, the egg, or the rooster or raven, or the badge, or the pass, or the book, the ancient book, the Axel parrot, and the Firesteels. All these valuables can spawn in locked rooms, very likely focused on those because BSG did an update to move everything into the locked rooms as much as possible than the open field. So I recommend you guys to check the March rooms. It's the highest chance for sure. The X, which is annoying to find if it doesn't spawn, but it spawns mostly on a scav. If you drop a scav, it will have it. Sadly, you won't get to check if he has it or not by looking at it as a scav, so you will have to drop them but as a PMC. It will also spawn on duffel bags and etc. still. And the most easiest ones actually are the foods, such as Sprats and 42T, and then the Ratcola, and Devil Dog Mayo, and the Dr. Lupo coffee beans. You can find it a lot, just lying around everywhere, or the duffel bags and etc. Or you could just go interchange, Goshen store, there's tons of those. But surprisingly, Dr. Lupo's coffee bean will spawn more on valuable spawns rather than the food spawns. You can check the food crates too. I really recommend you guys to check the food big crates, multiple spawns such as streets or reserve, which has the biggest container size for these kind of items. Also for tech spawns, which will spawn the beard oils or the Fireklean. Beard oils and Fireklean can be found easily inside filing cabinets also. Rat poison also can be found pretty easily in those, and that should be it. So yeah, TLDR guys, do check out duffel bag and etc. all the time whenever you can, and scab a little bit more to find all these items. That is the easiest way to find it. If you are targeting something, do look up, check the video again where I talk about it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like these kind of contents, please leave a like. I hope you guys get the Kappa. They might change the spawns a little bit more in that, but I will still recommend you to check duffel bag, etc. If you want to check me out on live stream, check out bio link VeryBadSCAV on Twitch and YouTube. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.